What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
Habaragani, Bombskin & Co. is the true definition of self-care, self-love, and repeat. We are what we create in this life. Bombskin & Co. chooses to create something innovative and unforgettable. Check out our website for more information.
Spirit Over Flesh LLC is a wellness-based business where we heal through words. I'm Tiandra. I'm the founding servant leader. It is a Black-owned, woman-owned business that was founded in Ohio, but that can serve the world. Through virtual sessions, either by phone or video conference, we have a conversation. We always start with a 15-minute consult where we just make sure that I learn a little bit about you, you learn some about me, and then we schedule some time to be intentional about your wellness journey. During the time, it's about education and empowerment. You are your own best doctor from within. So I'm literally someone who is just intentional in the space and drawing questions out of you to get you further on your wellness journey. Sessions are typically starting at $80, but if you mention Kwanzaa 2020, we're gonna go ahead and take 20% off. It's about getting you well so that we can be well, right? Kujichagulia and Ujima, collective responsibility. So grateful for the opportunity to support you in your wellness journey. If you're interested, go to my website, spiritoverfleshllc.com. There's a button that says Let's Connect. Fill out the form and I'll get right back to you. Again, that's spiritoverfleshllc.com. I look forward to supporting you in your wellness journey and healing through words.
Are you heading out of town or have a special occasion? What about birthdays, anniversaries, or reunions? Get the best deals and inexpensive rental car rates, midsize sedan, compact cars, and more. We have a variety of fleet vehicles to accommodate any and all of your rental car needs. Make a reservation today at your local budget rental car on Hamilton Road in Whitehall. Call 614-863-7500.
I'm Carla, and my sister Karen and I own Two Natural Sisters. We've been in business for 5 years, and we sell a line of natural bath, body, and candle products. Let's take a look. Follow us on social media, Facebook and Instagram, at Two Natural Sisters. All items that are in stock will be shipped within 24 to 48 hours. As a promotional item, we offer a CD of Black romantic poetry of self-love and coupled love, and 50% discount on Sister Locks, Brother Locks by consultant Sapphire Donetta Mahadi. If you have any questions, you can reach us at customercare@twonaturalsisters.com. Enjoy and happy Kwanzaa.
What's going on? My name is Doe. I am the owner and creator of Madeline Gin. Madeline Gin is best described as a celebratory art experience that exudes hella blackness. Initially, the company was founded to provide a luxurious but affordable art experience, and it's since transformed itself into something a bit more spiritual. By walking in what I believe to be my truth, I've been able to get in contact with my ancestors and use my platform and my art, my gift, to tell their untold stories. I do that by using different textures, by utilizing different mediums, colors, and just making things pop out so that it's open for interpretation. I love creating, and I can't wait to be of service to you. Thank you.
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I'm a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times, I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
The Purpose Driven Society is a Black-owned, woman-owned business local to Columbus who creates accessories that have intentional messaging. Our specialty are buttons. Buttons can be worn anywhere, on a shirt, on a book bag, on a hat. The beautiful thing about buttons is that you can change them and switch it up depending on your mood or the day. For Election Day, we wore a very intentional button. On my book bag, or my student's book bag, it says, "You are already intelligent, educate yourself." Buttons are empowering with the messages that we create. Again, we do them very intentionally. At the Purpose Driven Society, we're minding our Black-owned business and hope that you'll help mind ours too by doing business with us. Our buttons go for $3 for one, $5 for two, $7 for three. But if you mention Kwanzaa 2020, we're doing a special where you'll get an assortment of buttons for just $20, and we'll ship anywhere in the country. So again, that's the Purpose Driven Society. We can be reached at thepurposedrivensociety@outlook.com. Send us an email, and we will put together a very intentional bag of buttons for you and ship it straight to your home. Happy Kwanzaa. Thanks for doing business with us.
Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Geometry Journey, see some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. We'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Geometry Journey, and let's build together. Driver quotes time. Let's get it in. Oh, man. About to hit these quotes up. Had this. Oh, I forgot to open up the lines. Let me open up those lines. I still got to figure out why I ain't working for Blunt Talk. All right. Oh, 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 oh. Let's get it. I hear you. What? Oh, 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 oh. Will. Man, let's get it. Let's get it, family. Let's get it. Stop playing. Oh, travel quotes time. As I told y'all before, I had to kind of switch my times because I can't stay up that late. Shouts out to Miss Georgia Ellis. How you doing? How you doing out there, hey, family? So let's go. Let's get straight into it. Now, last time we was here, of course, y'all know we're pulling from the African Openers to the Tree of Life. We also had a workbook here for those of you out there. We also had a workbook, African Deep Thoughts, based on African Tree of Life, so that you got you some room to write, put down your perspectives on what's going on. What's going on? Oh my God! All right, so I'm wondering where we are. Let's see. Oh, snap. Oh, yeah, I'm okay. Okay, we coming from the African Openers to the Tree of Life. We're going to come from, and this is what we on. This is where we left off. We are on the chapter on sacrifice. Now, the black line is open. Let me make sure people know the black line is open. I think Geometry Journey is still down. Let me double check. Is Geometry Journey still down? You still down, Geometry Journey? Yeah, Geometry Journey still down. All right, Dentista, man. I need some assistance. Man down, man down. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on. I need some help. But anyway, so let's go on and let's get into it. So right now, family, we are in the chapter of sacrifice. And this is a very important chapter because, like I said, without sacrifice, you can't bring anything to fruition, baby. You know what I'm saying? And we got to understand this. Because really, when it comes to nation building, we really got to start talking about sacrifice. In Giame, the three more pillars we got is honor, loyalty, and sacrifice. Sacrifice is a major issue when it comes to nation building because if there is no sacrifice, there is no culture, there is no community, there is no tribe. There has to be sacrifices. We have to be giving towards the higher goal. We all got to be making sacrifices to move towards the higher goal. Whether we're talking about a tribe that is moving towards doing real estate, doing business, doing social media, doing events, you know what I'm saying? There has to be a sacrifice. Family, whether you know it or not, you're making a sacrifice every time you go to that tribe that you call your job. Whether you know it or not, you are in the tribe. And you may just be a mercenary, or as we call them, tourist on your job. And you are making a sacrifice because they are not paying you what you're worth. Let me say that again. They are not paying you what you're worth. So you're making an unknowing sacrifice. Shouts out to Miss Madonna Hill. You know what I'm saying? In order for us, as she says, Miss Madonna says, sacrifice is not avoidable in our return to greatness. And hell, to make it to mediocre. You know what I'm saying? We're not making, many of us are not making enough sacrifices to make it to mediocre, because to make it to mediocre requires some sacrifice, family. And for us to be able to organize, or for us to be able to build, we have to be willing to sacrifice. So in the African openness to the Tree of Life, let me go back to the beginning of this, because Tara Hauser did a little write-up on each chapter. And of course, the original book is called The African Openness to the Tree of Life. And those that are in the Gye-Nyame journey, like I said, this is, now I can't make it the official book. You know what I'm saying? Because it's too damn expensive right now. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we cover this in our discussions, and we cover this, and a lot of stuff that we're doing now is online. So me going through these books and going through our Proverbs and stuff is one of the ways that I help keep a lot of the fuckery down. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, because all of us, because we are coming together and we are not healed, we bring drama. I mean, drama just it's almost like, you know, we have a meeting and drama waiting at the door. Motherfucker waiting at the door whistling. Just waiting. And you got a whole bunch of unhealed people, or people who are not dealing with themselves. Because, family, I want you to understand that the discussions we have about the folk tales, the discussions we have about these proverbs, the discussions and the reason that we're pouring in the morning is for our healing. Yeah, we talk about the community, but I want a lot of this, most of this stuff that we talk about is to be applied personally. Like, for example, when we talk about the Nguzo Saba, or the 7 principles, you know what I'm saying? We first start from you, not from what the community doing. Hell, how you expect the community to be unified when the individuals in the community are not unified? What do I mean by that? You know what I'm saying? How, you know what I'm saying? There are 5 parts of our being, right? And you want order and harmony in a large group, right? And you ain't brought order and harmony to the 5 parts of your being: intuition, mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical. That unity starts with you, and it works out. But all this stuff requires sacrifice. And the most important sacrifice that you can make, right? Because a lot of us think it's about money. It's not just about money, but yeah, money has to be sacrificed, because money is a symbol of something else. The most important sacrifice you make is time. And you have to dedicate the time to healing you. You have to dedicate the time to bettering you. You have to dedicate the time to giving birth, rebirthing yourself. Because the shit we've been given is not working. All right, so let's get into it. The first proverb for the day is, say to knowledge holders, loving cannot be done without sacrifice. Thus, linking is not made without sacrifice. And for some of y'all, this might be a repeat, but hey, it is what it is, because I lost where we are because I took a break right before Kwanzaa, and I'm just now getting back into the mode. So once again, say to knowledge holders, loving cannot be done without sacrifice. Thus, linking is not made without sacrifice. All right, Black Line is open, 614-556-4535. Anybody want to join the conversation, by all means, hit us up, 614-556-4535. The lines are open. Let me make sure. Yep, it's open and it's waiting. If y'all don't call in, I'll do them myself. Proverb number two. This is 4th chapter, 7th proverb. Say the knowledge holders, the motive of the sacrifice must be as great as the object. Once again, say the knowledge holders, the motive of the sacrifice must be as great as the object. Let me say that again. Anime, where you at? Where you at? Why you slipping? Let me say it again. The motive of the sacrifice must be as great as the object. Oh, you caught it. Okay, thank you. Am I interrupting you? Are you enjoying the food that I left over there for you? Oh, okay. Don't get so caught up that you don't think you could be laid off. There's a bunch of Phoenixes out here that need a job. Yeah, I just seen one today when I was driving home, sitting out there freezing. You know what I'm saying? So cold that it can't turn into fire. You sit up here and just turn ash and mess up my damn floor and rebirth yourself. But anyway, for those that don't know, I got spiritual animals and spiritual crowd over here, and they living the best life and ain't on their shit. I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? Say the knowledge holders, the motive of the sacrifice must be as great as the object. And the last one for the night. Say the knowledge holders. The good of the object signifies the good of the motive of the sacrifice. Once again, the good of the object signifies the good of the motive of the sacrifice. All right. Shouts out to Miss CeeLo. Yeah, man. I mean, anime, we moved and all that, and they getting comfortable. They running around. The kids running around. They got more room. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to build something, and I just need a little assistance. You know what I'm saying? These spirits, they're going to be here. You know, Simba on his way on out. You on your way out the door, too. God damn it. You got to, you know what I'm saying? They're not willing to sacrifice. They done got comfortable. And that might be the issue with a lot of us. We're so comfortable, right? Many of us complain and really may not even want change. You ever thought about that? You ever run into somebody that just like, I'm just satisfied where I'm at. I hurts. And they complaining. But I don't know what's out there in the great big world. You know what I'm saying? What's up, CeeLo?
What's up?
How you doing?
Good. How you doing, huh?
I'm doing good. You want to start with number 1, 2, or 3? Or you calling in to defend Anime? You can't defend her. She wrong.
Well, what I was gonna say. Hold on. I can't get these radios to turn on. I was gonna say. Okay. My Bluetooth speakers will not stop playing. Okay. I was going to say, perhaps anime needs to be incentivized.
You mean increase the pay?
Perhaps she needs to. Sometimes incentives aren't necessarily always monetary.
She's a spiritual animal.
Maybe she prefers a different kind of food than what you give her. Maybe she likes filet mignon.
Oh, hell no. Well, no.
Or maybe she likes.
That's not in the budget. Giame is
lobster. You never know.
Giame, right now the budget is we struggling. You know what I'm saying? We have very few supporters, and so the spiritual animal's lucky to get what she getting. Right now, she eating a little cat chow. She better you better don't be lit. Oh, she over there shaking her head. Yeah, she agree with you. Yeah, maybe a filet. Keep it up.
She said, I need some different incentivizing. Like our kids be getting all fancy on us and stuff.
Right.
Giving them ain't good enough. They be like, I want an iPad. Oh, really? I want an iPhone. Oh, okay.
They don't even realize. Because we coming out the generation when dinner time was dinner time. If you didn't eat before it, It
Whatever
didn't eat
mama put
after.
on the table,
What was on the table
what
was on the
what
table.
and wasn't about no fixing 2 and 3 different
Oh
things
my
and
God. Oh my God. You know
mm.
what I'm saying? We're living in a totally different time where, in many cases, sacrifice has been either vilified or eliminated. You have a whole lot, or what you believe is a whole lot of choices. Shouts out, Miss Madonna said, what's the number? The call-in number is 614-556-4535. Once again, that call-in number is 614-556-4535. So go on, hit up the line. Let's go and have this conversation. So, which one you got? You pick a number between 1 and 3. 1, 2, or 3.
Who, me?
Yeah, you. You called in first. You get to pick the first proverb we're going to hit. 1, 2, or 3.
I'll take number 1.
Number one. Somebody else just called in. Who on the line?
This is Madonna. I'm on the line.
What's up, Miss Madonna? You got some stuff on your mind before we jump into this proverb?
Yeah, I think, with what you're talking about, sacrificing,
Yes, ma'am.
a lot of us are afraid. We're stuck in kind of in fear mode in our community. So in order to be able to sacrifice, you have to not be afraid. So if you're out walking, for example, with your children, and you see a bear coming, just exaggerating, but a bear coming, the father, has to be unafraid and has to be willing to sacrifice his life. And when it comes down to it, in our community, no one wants to sacrifice their life, which is everything, physically, mentally, and spiritually. We have gotten made comfortable in the society that we live in. So no one wants to lose their shiny car. No one wants to risk that. People are, Black people since we've been here have been like, we change our conversations when white people come around or when your manager comes around. You could be sitting with your Black coworker talking about the blackest thing you ever talking about Malcolm X. You'll change the conversation and, pretend like I was talking about the grocery store. That's a fear, is a sure sign of fear. So we can't even get to the point of making sacrifices till we overcome fear. We also don't have a common goal. What freedom looks like to some of us looks different to others. And we don't understand that with freedom comes way more responsibility.
I'm getting my pen out. Girl. Listen, now, I want to address the first one. I will challenge you on that. You said that it's fear. Now, I'm wondering, because like I said, if you have ever been in a life-threatening situation and you have not had fear, there's something wrong with you. Fear is not the issue. We might be afraid of facing or dealing with that fear. Because there's been many situations where I have been in where I was terrified, where I had to make a major decision. But I had to go and control that fear because fear is there to protect you. You know what I'm saying? Those things that don't have fear don't survive. But that don't mean, like, for example, if a bear is coming, I'm terrified. But I know that if my future has any chance, I'm going to have to slow this motherfucker's run down. You understand? I can hope for the best, and I know what's coming. You know what I'm saying? So I can face it. Matter of fact, we've been in situations like that before, and fear is there, but it's our ability to face the fear because even with sacrifices, when you look at sacrifices, people got to understand that the whole concept of sacrifice that we used to get from the ancient world was that individuals would give up large portions of their food to pass on to something that they could not see. whether it's a burnt offering or whether it's sending it down the river or whether it's sending it to the temple, you would send a portion of what you made. Now, what was fearful about that? Because when the hungry time came, you knew that it's a possibility that portion that you sent off could have been put to a different use, but you was willing to face that fear. And you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking it's people having their wires crossed, because I don't even think it's fear. I don't even think it's fear. Because a lot of people, because like you said, the shiny car. I'm not scared of I'm not necessarily scared of giving up the car. I might, you know what I'm saying? It's something else. So why don't we try to identify what that something else is that stops us from moving? And to the second point, because you said we don't have a unified definition of freedom. Not only freedom, but of a whole lot of different things. This is why I'm constantly talking about our people tribing up. Why are you saying that, Brother Hatem? Because when you tribe up, that means that our children you know what I'm saying? We bring our children together, we come together, they see us interacting, we develop a relationship so that we could really start defining these things, because we're all coming from different groups, even though we look alike. We're coming from different family experiences, we're coming from these micro experiences, expecting the world to be how we want it, and we're not even having discussions about how the things we think we won't look, which makes it hard for us to work together to get it, because if freedom is this to you, but it's that to me, we could be moving in opposite directions thinking we're working together. So I agree with you. I definitely agree with you on the second one, but the first one, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I think the alleviation of that is one. The second one is one, getting with a group of people so that you can have a serious discussion of what freedom looks like. And also describe what the sacrifice to get there looks like as well. What are we talking about giving up? Because I hear some people talk about freedom in such a romantic fashion that I don't think it's healthy for anybody. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? Because I have people talking about, hey, we need to be willing to fight for freedom and fight to a standstill. I say, you know what? We're about to go to the woods next week. I can't go because I don't like sleeping with bugs. The fuck is you talking about? Shouts out to Mark Stevenson. I see you out there, bruh. I see you out there. But, you know, but yeah, so now, Sister CeeLo says she want to do proverb number 1. I'm going to throw this up, ladies, so we can have a conversation. Anybody else want to call in? We're doing what we call wisdom mining, right? Now,
what page are you on? I'm sorry, Hatem. I'm looking at my book. But... Are you in the African Openness to the Tree of Life? Yes, that's the book I'm looking at. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's my sister for real. I'm on page 30.
Okay.
Proverb number 3. If you have the African Deep Thought Workbook, we are on page 165. So the one we are on, we're starting with CeeLo suggested. I'm gonna let CeeLo go first. Wisdom mining, family. Look, this is part of therapy because we, like I said, we are unhealed people. We have to heal. We have to get our little groups and we have to start healing so we can stop, because we trigger each other. Miss CeeLo, am I lying? Don't we trigger each other? It just be like, you know, it's crazy. But anyway.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You know, fear will be, but courage is what it takes to stand up to that fear. That's the missing thing. Do you have the courage?
Do you have the courage? Do you have the courage? And now, let me ask this. Because there's some fears that are natural, but it's other fears that are taught. And some courage is natural because you got some children that are more daring than other children, but some courage is taught as well. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the reasons that we keep talking about. It's a lot of stuff in the culture we got to bring back because it's a lot of lessons that our children are missing because we don't know that you're supposed to pass that on.
What is worth dying for?
I agree. I think our broken families are literally the source of all of our trauma. You know, people not knowing their roles in relationships and having children and just winging it, right? You're just
winging it,
doing the best you can, and you don't have the proper education and knowledge. You know, a lot of women are masculine now. A lot of women have a lot of masculine features. And a lot of Black women now are being gassed up as if they are the hottest thing out. They're not learning compassion. They're not learning to be humble. They're not even learning the roles and jobs that they're supposed to be playing. A lot of what I'm finding is a lot of Black women actually think that they're better than Black men. And it's getting really treacherous now in our community because it's killing the community. They don't know how to nurture their husband or their son into courage. They don't know how to help them even build pride. They don't think that that is a part of their job as being a feminine woman. They want to go, women now, they want to go to war too. They want to compete with men, which is physically, mentally, and emotionally impossible. And I think that's a big issue that we're dealing with right now. That's being ignored.
So you saying, so because let me be clear, you're saying that we don't even know, we're not even clear on the definition of manhood and womanhood.
Oh yeah, definitely. No clarity.
No clarity.
There's no codes, and there's not even any codes anymore. You know. Whereas the boys now, they don't learn man code. They're being raised mostly by women.
You said they don't.
Their mothers give them everything, and a lot of boys think women are supposed to be doing that.
Yeah.
A lot of women think they're supposed to be doing that. We don't know as women anymore how to inspire men to be the best men that they can possibly be.
Damn. Hey, what y'all think about that out there? Let me go on. So we have not defined the roles. We have no institutions in our community that can help promote the roles. And then on top of that, we got outside pushing against the idea of us even identifying the roles. Like, for example, if I said what you said, there will be a sexist Black man on here, a sexist, angry, toxic Black man saying there's places. What do y'all? I mean, so you're saying there's roles in the community, and we should be training the younger generation to take up some of these roles.
Absolutely, somebody's going to have to step up. To be a full man, you know, in African society requires that you actually marry a woman and have children and show that you can support others. A lot of men and women are not getting married anymore. So the children are getting one side of the story. And, you know, somebody posted about women going to war. So we have to be accurate and look at the statistics. Women like Yaa Asantewaa, those were very few. What I see now is every Black woman wanting to go to war. Every Black woman African woman was not going to war. There were very few, and there were very, very different reasons why. A lot of women are just waking up and like, oh, I'm about to go fight. This is it. I'm about to show. That's not accurate. There might be one woman out of Columbus, Ohio, who went to war. But now these masculine attributes of warriorism to be put on a woman is almost insane. We are not even physically built to do a lot of the things that we're doing. And people are ignoring these simple facts. So you have broken homes. Raising broken, confused children.
Broken homes that's put together by broken people that's
That's right.
raising a broken generation.
That's right. That's absolutely right.
Damn, and all this came from we ain't even get into the damn proverb. Shouts out to Miss Madonna for hitting us up with this, man. Now, but now, key to this is one of the reasons I keep screaming, tribe up, family. Tribe up. Because that gives us an opportunity to really start looking and wrestling with some of these questions, and not just wrestling with the questions, because what I also notice with this whole woke shit is that it starts becoming more of a protesting, studying mind state, which to me is a threat as well. Because I know motherfuckers that have been studying for over 50 years and do absolutely nothing but get knowledge. They read their books and they get up and go to work for the enemy. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, when do we start applying this? And the way we apply this is by bringing some of our families together and really, really start doing some building on all levels of life. You know what I'm saying? Setting up the institutions that will train, because manhood, like for example, Madonna said that part of being going into and being fully accepted in society as a man or a woman is at least being married. Now, even in some warrior cultures, in cultures where the men were trained as warriors, some men were not allowed to even get married until after they went to battle. To after you prove that you was not just that you could go out and start shit, not just that you could fight, but to show that you are useful to the society. But that's a far cry from what we have right now. We all supposedly are born with this intrinsic value, with this entitlement, and now it's eroding us. We come out of a broken system, and now we've been entered into a system where everybody is winners. When our very lives demonstrate to us that everybody can't be a winner. I remember one time a teacher told me my daughter wasn't doing good in school. I want to give her an award for having pretty eyes. I said, you bet not. You better not. Let her sit there and see everybody else get an award so I can explain to her why she didn't get an award. I just don't want her to feel left out. Fuck that. Let her, if she has not earned it, let her be left out, because that's part of life.
She got to figure out she got to do the work.
She got to do the work.
For existing, she got to
for
do
just existing. And we come from a culture where it's like, boom. I mean, it's like where at one point in time, the pride was what I was able to produce for my tribe, what I was able to produce for my community, what I was able to produce for my nation, what I was able to produce for my people. And I ain't talking about hundreds of years ago. I ain't even talking about hundreds of years ago. I'm talking about all this shit has fallen off to where we are now in the last 50 years. Even with the worst oppression of Jim Crow and all that shit, we were still producing some of the top scholars in the world. Why? And what changed?
Well, one of the differences is, to is it LaDonna? To LaDonna's point, we got a lot of families that aren't the traditional family unit. Back in my parents' day, and my mother taught me, you don't just have kids. Like these women say, I'm a single mother and I'm a single. Well, a lot of them chose that and they created that. They decided they weren't even in a marital relationship with this man, but they wanted to have his baby. But they don't want him to have nothing to do with the baby if he don't further want to have anything to do with her. So then she goes about to, training her children, whether they be men or little girls or little boys, training them that, we don't need no man. Mm-hmm. And that men are bad and their father ain't this and he's this, that, and the third, wherein what foundation did you set for that house?
Mm.
You know, there are situations where people don't stay together.
Right,
Absolutely.
right.
I'm divorced myself, but the intent was to form that unit. Some people don't even go in with that intent.
Right. I just want what I
We don't
want.
have really community. You know, like
I agree.
it's very difficult in African society. I think there's like one divorce in every like 1,000 marriages there, but that's because families on both sides come together and have a discussion. You know, you marry families. I mean, now most times a young man will just run off with a girl.
Right.
You know, they would have not even spoken to the father. You know, and then people get married because they feel like they're grown. And that's a very big issue we have in our community. You're 18, you're grown.
It's
very dangerous.
That's a dangerous
very
issue.
Dangerous.
This whole
very dangerous.
And it plays into it's like it's a mythology in America, because I look at myths, and that's what this is, a mythology that there is this rugged individualism in America. And what's even more dangerous about it is that we are the only group that practice that shit. Everybody else is moving as a group. Exactly. Everybody else moves as a group. You know what I'm saying? And people are like, no, that's not always true. Then why are they on top? Because if
we were taught to hate and distrust one another.
Right.
That was bred in.
Right.
Everything else.
Right.
That was bred in as well. To hate and distrust one another.
Now, and this is what we here for. This is why I call it wisdom mining. Now, what was the secrets that our ancestors left for us? Because they left us the Jews, they left us the information in order to solve this. Because we have models that we can start practicing right now in our private lives, right now, in our group lives. Because once again, this is why I'm always screaming, and I'm going to keep on going back to it. I always scream tribe up, because it's important. Because we need to surround ourselves with other like-minded people so that we can have these discussions, so that we can have what we call those cultural stabilizing holidays, so that we can learn how to eat again, so we can learn how to eat together, so that we can understand the importance of relationship, right? Because, I mean, it's so much stuff that we have been misguided on. Because another aspect of this is that, for example, we have been taught some corny ass spirituality shit. Now, in Giambi, one of the things I try to break down to people is that spirituality is about relationships. No more, no less.
Well, spirituality or religion? I think we were taught religion.
Well, no, see, I'm moving beyond.
Back to our spirituality, I think we would be in a better place. Religion is and doctrine and dogma have gotten us, I think, off track. If we were to truly practice spirituality, I think, because we're spirit beings, and we begin to recognize the gods and goddesses within ourselves, as opposed to what religion does. It takes all the power outside of yourself. You have to worship this other deity.
Right.
You have to submit to it. You got to sacrifice to it. You got to give offerings to it. You got to give. So, I think there's a difference between spirituality and religion.
I won't argue that point. But what I'm going to say is, even with the spirituality that many of us get, I'm starting to believe and see that it's garbage.
Okay. I agree.
See, because this is the issue. Spirituality is about relationships. Your relationship with a higher power, your relationship with your ancestors, and your relationship with your family. Relationships is the bottom line power of is what spirituality is about. We done got it to where we're looking for all this other stuff when the key thing that we need to be focusing on, my relationship with you, my relationship with Madonna, my relationship with other sisters in my life, my relationships with my brothers and my sisters, my relationship with my elders, my relationship with my ancestors, let you know my level of spirituality. And we have equated that in the church and as well as in the streets with motherfuckers that could quote books. They have relationships with nothing but their own thoughts. So
it's so true. I didn't find how Tim, I met you maybe 10 years ago now. Probably more than that. Way more than that.
Yes, you trying
and
to share that shit.
I was and I was young. And I wasn't very spiritual. I wouldn't say that I am today. But I have, looking around in, what I consider a conscious, and put that in quotations, Black community, I haven't really seen anything manifest in all those years, and that's worrisome to me. Because like you said, people, they're going around quoting this and that and quoting Malcolm X and quoting all these things, and they got their little pyramids going and their incense going. But nothing has, in the last 10 years, I haven't seen anything manifest economically, and anything that is like really substantial. So I think for me, it comes down to, we just need to have a code. I'm not really worried about your Ankh symbol and all those things. We need to have a code, a list of codes in our community that are just the standard. Just basic stuff. I will not kill my brother. Just almost like some commandments, and it doesn't matter at the end of the day if you're Hebrew Israelite or Christian or Muslim or extra spiritual. I don't know. If we can just adhere to those codes and those rules, and then make a plan based around that, leaving all of that extra stuff out, I think that is the best way to go. When you're looking at other communities, and seeing how they move, that's what they're doing, because they have different religions and spiritualities and things, but they have a code.
Now, I'm going to say this too. I'm going to say this to that, right? Because part of the issue with that is that because of these outside systems that people practice this. Now, once again, I'm going to go back to the tribe up. See, because Madonna, you might not be able to get that with the quote unquote, because like you already brought up the point, is there really a community? You know what I'm saying? But
right.
you have to start in a sense where you are and building up your tribes. And then we can start linking up, because it don't take no more than three to five of us to really start doing some serious development. And our three hook up with another three, because people are discussing stuff that we're discussing right now all over the country. The only thing that's keeping us apart is the fact that we're doing it in our little private spaces, and we can't see each other yet because we haven't erected the quote unquote pyramids yet. You understand what I'm saying? We haven't demonstrated, like you said, because I'm telling you right now, the one thing that's gonna get everything popping off is when one of our groups start blowing some shit up. And I ain't talking about like the Capitol. I'm talking about, like, for example, whether we get in a business or something, yeah, and we start making it happen. That's when people gonna start taking notice, and then they're gonna be like, and I want to apply that code. See, because it don't make no sense to want to. People won't want to get involved with it unless they know that it's going to work to their benefit. And right now, me not killing you, me promising not to kill you, is not of benefit to me right now. Although you're part of my tribe, I can't, and then CeeLo, she packs and she's pretty quick on the trigger.
I ain't gonna hurt my people.
Shouts out to Tylese. What's up, Tylese?
Unless they need me to, but no, I actually was part of a group that did develop a code. And I can share. I'll share the codes with you guys right now.
Go ahead.
I'm going to give them in reverse order. The last one was, I will repair and restore my family. I will respect.
But I don't like my cousin.
I will respect all people's religious beliefs. I will buy black.
Even that Jehovah's Witness?
I will buy black. Be quiet and listen. I
Yes,
will
ma'am.
report crimes that I witnessed to family, friends, and law enforcement. I will not spread gossip, lies, or rumors against my brothers and sisters. I will not spread gossip. Oh, wait a minute. I already read that one. I will keep my community clean. I will not steal. I will not do harm to my brothers and sisters. I will dress appropriately. I will respect my brothers and sisters. I will respect myself. That's the first one. So if you respect yourself and you respect your brothers and sisters, you're not going to do harm to them. You don't need to tell them not to kill them. If you all are mutually respecting one another, those things come out of that.
Question, CeeLo.
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Yep.
What determines whether or not you are my brother or sister? Because I want you to think about this. Because the issue we have is a lot is a lot deeper than just us all being melanated. Because I know some melanated people that might need to leave here.
Yeah. Yeah. What's her name? Candace Owens.
Oh God.
There are some that I would put. Yeah.
But we don't even have to go that far. We could talk about, because you ain't been out of Columbus too long. You understand what I'm saying? Because we don't even have to go all the way to Candace Owens. We got something right here. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's why I keep on saying the tribing up piece, because that will give us an idea of who is our brother and sister. Because this open door policy that we have for relationships has to close. There has to be borders.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, it's not just. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because all of us here have been in organizations that have had open door policies because you're black, and we let the wrong motherfucker up in there, and they set that whole room on fire.
Oh yeah, we definitely got to have a vetting process.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Or initiation process. How do you become part of the family? All right, I want to be part of the family. How bad do you want? Now, I remember this years ago. This is when I first discovered Ra Nefer Aman's book, Metu Neter. It just got released. And my spiritual mom knew some of the people. So she said, well, Ra Nefer Aman is coming to Dayton. So we loaded up the car, went down to see Ra Nefer Aman. As a matter of fact, I got a spiritual reading from, because he asked people in the crowd, motherfuckers was acting shy. I was like, me! And, he gave me my reading, right? So I went up to him. I said, how do you become part of our Set society? Because he was telling us about it. He said, those people who want to be part, he talked funny. Those that want to be part of this society really want to be part of this society. What the fuck did that mean? Well, you ain't answering. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
but the point that he made, right? Go ahead.
But what he's saying is, you gave an example earlier about people, you saying, well, let's go camping. Now I'm not a camper, Hatim.
I can't tell. I can't.
But who went camping, Hatim? Who went camping, Hatim?
I won't even count that as camping, because listen, I have never seen a bed out in the woods with a goddamn headboard. My daughters got up and left me for the whole damn camp trip because they was with we going with Miss CeeLo. What the hell is going on over? I walk outside, it's lights on. What in the hell? But you made it work. You understand what I'm saying? You made it work. And that's all I asked. Not only did you,
But I was willing to come out there.
Not
I'm
only,
saying,
but
there would
hold
have been
on.
a time in my life where I wouldn't have went out there. Okay.
Not
Under any
only,
conditions.
not only did you come out there, you bought supplies for everybody. Madonna has sent money out, and she come out and visit. She ain't stay, but she was sending supplies out there for us.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So those who want to be part really want to be a part.
Those who want to be part will show themselves.
Will show themselves. Will show themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
that initiation and those rituals and stuff that we do, people participate. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, but I was too young to really understand that then. Because like I said, if I really wanted to be or saw a set society, I'd find out where the office was, and I would have went up there and seen what it took and kept on going until I got in if I really, really wanted to be part of it. See, we make it so that people don't have to sacrifice. You could be part of a black organization. You don't have to do any sacrifice. Just be black. We just want you.
No, it takes more than that now.
Oh no! I mean, we definitely know. We know that it definitely takes more than that, because it's like, yo, it's certain things that we do together that help develop those relationships, and those relationships is what protects us. Because you gonna know when something wrong. And when you have a close relation with, some of us get so close to people that we know when they sick, and we don't even have to see them. Some of us got relationships where you have a knack for calling that person when they need a call. That's our ancestors working. And those people that don't fit into that don't belong. And we have to be bold enough. We have to be bold enough to tell people, you don't belong. You don't belong in our tribe. Maybe you belong to somebody else's tribe. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying, but you don't belong here. And there's nothing wrong with that. But once again, that goes back to that sacrifice, because now going back to the proverb, because y'all ladies, let me give y'all a round of applause, because y'all called in and y'all done brought the show to life. Y'all done got me excited, man.
I have one more comment, Hatem, before I get off.
Who is it?
I just want to say, this is Madonna. I just want to say that in regards to our community, if we really, really want to see progress, we really need to return to a patriarchal format. It is very well known there are very few, if any, matriarchal communities that have been economically, progressive and successful in regards to their community. Because at the end of the day, women will always need protection. So if we are to get better, we're going to have to accept our roles again. And I think that a lot of Black women struggle with that. We're going to have to fall into our femininity and our roles, because the men should be leading our community.
Now, Madonna, let me say this to you, right? And I want you to check this out, right? Because I'm not going to say you wrong. But what I'm going to say to you is the most successful organizations, tribes, and villages in our community are run by the women under male leadership. There's male leadership there.
You see it in our community.
In our community, yeah. You want to know?
Where are they? Give me an example.
I want you to figure out the example, and I'm gonna give it to you. Where are these organizations? They've been around forever in our community. They might not be doing shit now, but they used to be the foundation of all of our organizations. And whether you recognize it or not, a lot of that falls up under the matriarchal energy. And they are they're financially a lot of them are well financially.
If you're saying that our community has matriarchal successful communities,
Oh yeah.
It can't be so. Look at the state of our community. We
Oh,
don't have
yeah.
any justice.
Well, hold on.
We don't have
Right.
any of those things.
Right, but now, because a lot of this shit that we are experiencing in the way we're experiencing it happened once these organizations got infiltrated in a sense. You still don't know what organization I'm talking about. We overlook them now. But for years and years, these was the only things that kept us alive. And it's now. But let me say this: the roles are recognized because I truly accept and respect what you're saying about those roles. But I don't want to, because when we put it on that hierarchy like that, we're thinking like our enemy, and we're moving away from our culture. Because the issue is not whether it's matriarchy or patriarchy. The issue is that each of us have to recognize our goddamn roles. And many of us don't want to accept that goddamn role. You still ain't figured it out, Madonna?
I'm trying to. To me, there isn't any. If our kids are still getting killed in the street, if we're still losing wealth every year, and the black community's wealth is
we're the one place we ain't really lose. Where we still ain't.
No, I don't.
You don't see
it? It don't exist.
Where was you? Where was you going?
Exist.
Where was you going at about 5 to 7 years old? Because I know I ran into somebody that knew you when you was younger.
What, to Kojo's spot?
No, you wasn't 5 to 7 years old.
5 to 7
Why you
years.
always trying to?
You said when I was 5 to 7 years old. I thought you said 5 to 7 years ago.
Right, 5 to 7 years.
You said 5.
5 to 7
You
years
said
old.
5 to when I was
Yeah.
5 to 7 years old.
Yeah, you used to go there once a week.
I was going home.
You was going home?
For the church?
Yes. The churches.
Churches were not matriarchal. Oh no!
Who ran the church?
Women weren't even able to preach.
There might be a man sitting in that pulpit, but I promise you, having grown up in the Black Baptist Church,
Me too.
The people who raised the money, the people who it was the women.
It was.
And that's women's job, and that's a big problem. We're not in our roles.
No.
They're not doing that
But the
anymore.
women
They want to do what the men are doing.
Exactly. So what we're saying is that the way it was is not how it is now. But we're talking about because those institutions do exist and the roles are recognized. You understand what I'm saying? Now, what I'm saying is that somehow they got infiltrated and a lot of stuff changed, and we went from the ministry that we used to have to the prosperity ministry that's been going on, that's been popping off for the last 25 years. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you look at all of our movements, right, they were ran and came from these churches.
Yeah, but the women didn't run it. They did what they were asked to do, and that's what black women don't do anymore. Yes, they did. They did what they were supposed to do. We need y'all to do this.
No, well, hold on. Let me say this.
We need y'all to do this.
Hold on.
That's what they did.
Madonna, what you're saying is they recognized their role. They knew what they were supposed to do. So a man didn't have to instruct them. See, because this is the issue. The men didn't have to instruct them. They did what they do. Like, for example, when I went to Ghana, do you know who in a lot of cases, especially in a lot of these villages, who are the business people?
Go in there.
You goddamn right. See, because
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to Guinea here in a couple of months. I'm going to be honest with you, and this is talking to a brother from the Gambia. One of my good friends, he just came back. That is not normal. That is not what is going on there. Is the same thing that is going on here, in which the women are having to work because they're giving women jobs. Because my mother always said,
I didn't say
the
jobs.
mother is the first teacher. Well, yeah, anything where the woman is outside of the home, because the mother is the first teacher.
I agree.
This is a fact.
I agree.
If you look at what's happening, even in America today, they're giving Black women all of these positions of power. They're even doing this in different levels. And what is happening is that they're taking the woman out of the home. Who is going to teach the kids values? Who's going to teach the kids values if mommy is outside running around trying to make money? Who's going to teach them values? Who's going to show the daughter her role? Who's going to show the son what he should be expecting from a woman? No one is watching our children anymore. No one is watching them. And that is why our community continues to fail. Nobody's watching our kids. We got our kids in schools. When the pandemic happened, there were so many parents who were, oh, I can't deal with these kids.
Who you telling?
Oh, this is too much.
I was getting the call.
I know what you do.
I
know what you do.
When y'all opening up?
Yeah.
I got bands. I got gloves. I just need some time.
Yeah, I'm
like what?
I'm telling you, and people didn't even know how to deal with their own kids. I homeschool. My kids learn more in homeschool than they do have ever going to school. Your kids, when they're in class, they got to wait for everybody else to make sure they learn the whole topic. Well, what if my child is ready to move on? There are so many
Or your child
duties
need more time.
Or they need more time. Exactly. So, but Black kids usually don't need more time. They don't. Those are superior genetics. There's plenty of studies out there who show we just are advanced. So now you're sitting in class, your kid is in class, and now they're falling behind because the rest of the class is ready to is not ready. So if women are not home and daddy is not home, who is at home? The TV. It's music. It's Facebook.
You know who it used to be though?
Who?
The elders.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a big one. Don't get me started on that.
See now because I want you to, how can I put it? Because you're right. But Black women have been involved in the business of community for a very long time. I mean, do you understand what I'm saying? Because now when I say it was out working, because when I said businesses, I didn't say jobs. I said these were women out doing their thing. Now I ain't talking about going to work for the colonial administration. I'm talking about the ones that's taking the stuff from the farm to the market. So now we have to look at the whole family breakdown. This is why I'm keep on talking about Tribe Up once again, because you bring groups of people together where our children are safe. So you don't need everybody to go out. Also, in community, there's a group of individuals that no longer work, and their job at one point in time was to prepare the next generation. I think even now it's even more important because we need all hands on deck. Now I don't need, because like I said, now because think about this, when they raided the one city that everybody talk about as if it was the only one that got blew up, Tulsa. The men was the men was fighting with the guns and shit. Now when the men fell, then the women stepped up. But also while the men were fighting, the women were loading the goddamn guns. You understand what I'm saying? So there was a partnership there. In our community, it's like we have people that specialize in stuff. So the child didn't just belong to you. The child belonged to that tribe. Why? Because that child is a representation of that, and they are going to come up and serve that tribe, going to serve that community, going to serve. And you're going to eventually, you go through the phases, and you come back. Hey, you don't need all the mamas at home. And when I say organize the church, when I say run the church, what I'm talking about is if you look at a lot of those functions in the church, a lot of those women rise up to that shit because that's what they was in a sense born to do. I remember breaking in to the pastor's office after collection. I don't know what I was doing. I probably got slapped up after I came out. And I see Miss Harris back there counting up that money. You know what I'm saying? Making plans for next week. And the pastor was just in the sense the mouthpiece. He just represented that. But you know, because like I said, there are roles, but we have to sit down, we have to talk about that and be clear on that. Because I don't want to stop somebody from doing something that they were born to do. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, that's a danger for me, right? Because then because once we get into this whole, the way white folks run it, you got patriarchy and matriarchy. No, we ain't had none of that shit. What we had, what we used to use is what worked. Now we're in a different world, so now we have to go on and figure out what it is we got to use now, because we are in a totally different situation than our ancestors. We're dealing with a whole nother type of beast. We ain't dealing with wildebeest. We ain't dealing with wild lions. We ain't dealing with mammoths. We're dealing with the rampant West Asian that need to be checked.
It has to be restored. Yep, but it has to be restored.
But I'm
how it was, because as a woman with
Right.
3 children,
Uh-huh.
I can't be in 2 places at one time. I mean,
No.
that doesn't make any sense.
You're right.
I might now, if I could sell some Mary Kay on the side and make some extra money for my family, that's fine. When I tell you the jobs that women are doing nowadays
It's too
are
much.
5 days a week,
Right.
9, yes,
No,
3
some of them 7.
12-hour shifts,
Right.
yes,
Right.
night shifts, day shifts. This
Right.
is not normal. And by
It's
the
not.
time you get done working, you're tired. You're too tired to talk to your kids. It's annoying you. You're too
Exactly.
tired to talk to them.
And that's part of the plan. See, because and this might be the whole other issue, and this is where the sacrifice might come from. You ready, Madonna? We might not have anything to restore. We might have to build from scratch because we're in a total different situation now. See, because that's what's
We don't have
what's
much time.
huh?
I said we don't have much time
But
at all.
your children do, my children do, CeeLo's children do, because we already walking it. We already in a sense talking it. It's just a matter of right now we have to find the connecting pieces to get shit to work. Because one of the things I love about you, Madonna, like I said, if you knew that your children were all right, your ass would work 4 12-hour shifts and drop money on the collective because you know that your children is all right. You're right, it's not natural, but shit, you probably would be boring as hell. You probably be bored the hell out if that's all you did.
Oh, I wouldn't, and that's the thing.
Okay,
See,
I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, that's what a lot of women think. A lot of women think that when they're at home, there's not a lot of jobs for women to do. There are so many different duties that women should be doing at home.
How many kids could you take care of?
It's not just cooking and cleaning and doing yoga. There's so much more. I have a family tree I've been working on.
Right.
That takes time.
Right.
I'm teaching my kids about their legacy, and that's on my side and on their father's side. Helping to plan trips.
Right.
So if father is working, then that's my job. I'm going to set up the flight. I'm going to, and then, like I said, homeschooling, keeping the kids at activities, making sure they're eating the freshest food. If a woman is home, she could be growing some food, which would be helpful so that brothers don't have to worry about that.
Now,
so
question.
How
many kids could you take care of?
How many kids could I take care of?
Yeah.
I think about 6.
Okay. All right. I mean, like I said, and I ain't talking about by yourself. I'm talking about, like, for example, to be able to give the attention that is needed so that they, you know what I'm saying? But now, and the whole issue of that is, now, that right there, that's a whole nother discussion that we got to have, because how do we set up systems like that? With somebody who would really enjoy that and really enjoy investing into the children? Because some people do want to go out into the world. You understand what I'm saying? I mean,
that's called fighting against your purpose, though. That's a problem, because most of us don't want to sit down. Most of us are addicted to work. A lot of women are actually paranoid about not working. Seriously, they're very paranoid. When I ask women, like, would you just be able to stay home when you get? Oh, I don't know if I could ever do that. I mean, what? Because also a lot of us live outside of our means.
Exactly.
So a lot of us got 2 car payments,
right.
So we got a lot of things that we think we need that we don't need because we've become addicted to American society.
Now,
yes, I will say that.
So if you dropped off all that, right? Because this the point I'm making. If you really had a group of people that was of like mind, and we would sit down and we was to actually, like, in a sense, do therapy and find out where everybody fit, You would have some that wouldn't mind doing that and being like, shit, I got kids. If I cut you off some, I mean, we would be able to work together because the children actually belong to the tribe or the families, however you want to look at it. So everybody's supposed to contribute to that because regardless of what we do, in some form or fashion, it has to be of service to the collective, whether that collective is the family or that collective is the tribe or that collective is the community, because there are resources that are needed for all this shit, because there is no trips if there's only one income, especially in America right now. There's basic survival. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be coming up with businesses that will be able to support the lifestyles that we're talking about, because hell, you know what I'm saying? You can have all the time in the world, but if your place too small, you ain't got enough room for no goddamn garden. And you ain't got enough room for 6 kids. The ones you got would be happy, but then we got a whole community of people or a whole tribe of people that might need something. And if we was able to combine and create those resources by using our mind and developing intellectual property and learning how to market and learning how to put stuff out, well, we are able to either earn extra income, you know what I mean? But those are whole other discussions, and get those reparations, because we're gonna get those goddamn reparations. I'm just letting y'all know. Cause we gonna take that shit.
If Dr. Claude Anderson ain't on the board, we gonna get about $5 a piece.
Hey, it's some people. It's some people now. Dr. Claude Anderson Elder is cold, but there's some cold people working on it, baby. We gonna get more than $5. The shit is coming. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna look into it.
But I wanted to thank y'all. CeeLo, you quiet? What's going on?
I'm listening.
See, we ain't even get to the damn Proverbs. Madonna, how you gonna call and disrupt my whole damn show?
I'm getting off the line now. I'm getting off.
Oh my God! But hey, good conversation.
I'm getting off.
But hey, this is what you did. What happened today is really what the show is about. At least I got the Proverbs out, but we had an excellent discussion in family. We really need to think about some of the stuff that CeeLo said, some of the stuff that Madonna said, and some of the crazy shit that Brother Hatim said. The issue is that we have to be willing to do the wisdom mining and do the work. So now that we got some of these ideas out, we got to start really thinking about them and expanding on them, right? So that we can actually start manifesting some of the stuff that Madonna was talking about, that CeeLo was talking about. Because the point is, we passed the point of just motherfuckers sitting around studying, reading books, and being fake spiritual and burning incense and rubbing shea butter on their ass so that they got a smooth ass. We beyond that. No, I'm just being serious. I mean, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of this fake woke shit. Really, motherfuckers honestly equate, the shea butter with revolution, nigga. It's not. It could be part of it, but it's, you know what I'm saying? I got a smooth ass. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So now you got a smooth ass so that you can sit at somebody else's job. We need to start manifesting. Because all of us have been involved in this shit long enough to, and for me, it ain't even property. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still hearing people talk about property right now. I'm like, shit, can we start with getting some internet property? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We're having fallouts with motherfuckers about absolutely nothing. I want to have a $3 million argument. I want to have a $3 million argument.
Yeah, right.
I want to fall out with Madonna about $3 million. Madonna, you owe me $3 million. She say, no, I'm only gonna pay you $1.5 million. What the fuck you mean $1.5 million? I want to have. CeeLo, you owe me $5 million. You know what I'm saying? What you mean you only gonna give me 3.5?
Yeah.
I can't. So I'm supposed to cancel the family trips now because you all of a sudden want to hold on to some. Those the heated arguments I want to have. I'm so sick
not
of this
$20.
Yeah.
Or what somebody said about you last week.
Right. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it, man. I can't deal with it no more. I don't want to live with it no more. I don't even want to deal with it no more. It's stupid. It's stupid. But yeah, ladies, I want to thank y'all. I will be on the air tomorrow morning. This has been one of the livest shows. I might have to rebroadcast this mug, man, because y'all turned it out. Y'all turned it out. But yo,
Thank you for having me, Hatem.
what
Thank
you
you
mean?
so
Thank
much.
you for calling in. This is our show. This show belongs to the community. You part of the tribe, whether you want to admit it or not. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'll see you at the camping trip. And this time you stay in the night, at least one night.
When
you
y'all
and your
going
babies.
camping? When y'all going?
I don't know yet, but Deshaun already declared it. So he said
Well,
we're
you
going.
gotta let me know like ahead of time.
I already know because but you listen in. You the way it works, you're gonna listen in and you're going to find out. Because now, check this out. I got this van, so I'm buying a tent that connects to the back of the van. It's about to go down. It's about to go down.
Cause you know I'm gonna have to plan, extra to either fly in or or whatever,
Right.
So.
Or what's crazy is that like I mean it ain't that you live. How many hour drive are you from here?
It's about a 7-hour drive.
7-hour drive, okay. Because you know that the crew I got, we have driven farther than that to do camps before.
Well, there's a lot of nice areas here.
I know.
As far as camping and mountains and
I know.
Where are you located?
Charlotte in West
nice.
North
Okay.
Carolina. Yeah.
Very nice.
I got about Hatem, the house I'm renting, I got 2 acres.
Nice. Very nice.
It sits on 2+ acres. I got my own little private forest back here.
What?
Nice.
Right.
I mean, but it's a thought. So let's talk. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because you already know we got the equipment. That ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but yo, that's enough. Because you know the West Asians listening in. I don't want them. But anyway, family. We're gonna bid you a fair adieu. Y'all have a great night. Thank you. And y'all, thank you for tuning in to Tribal Quotes.
Mr. Diddy.
What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
Kabaragani Bombskin & Co. is the true definition of self-care, self-love, and repeat. We are what we create in this life. Bombskin & Co. chooses to create something innovative and unforgettable. Check out our website for more information.
Spirit Over Flesh LLC is a wellness-based business where we heal through words. I'm Tiandra. I'm the founding servant leader. It is a Black-owned, woman-owned business that was founded in Ohio, but that can serve the world. Through virtual sessions, either by phone or video conference, we have a conversation. We always start with a 15-minute consult where we just make sure that I learn a little bit about you, you learn some about me, and then we schedule some time to be intentional about your wellness journey. During the time, it's about education and empowerment. You are your own best doctor from within. So I'm literally someone who is just intentional in the space and drawing questions out of you to get you further on your wellness journey. Sessions are typically starting at $80, but if you mention Kwanzaa 2020, we're gonna go ahead and take 20% off. It's about getting you well so that we can be well, right? Kujichagulia and Ujima, collective responsibility. So grateful for the opportunity to support you in your wellness journey. If you're interested, go to my website, spiritoverfleshllc.com. There's a button that says Let's Connect. Fill out the form and I'll get right back to you. Again, that's spiritoverfleshllc.com. I look forward to supporting you in your wellness journey and healing through words.
Are you heading out of town or have a special occasion? What about birthdays, anniversaries, or reunions? Get the best deals and inexpensive rental car rates, midsize sedan, compact cars, and more. We have a variety of fleet vehicles to accommodate any and all of your rental car needs. Make a reservation today at your local budget rental car on Hamilton Road in Whitehall. Call 614-863-7500.
Happy Kwanzaa. I'm Carla, and my sister Karen and I own Two Natural Sisters. We've been in business for 5 years, and we sell a line of natural bath, body, and candle products. Let's take a look. Follow us on social media, Facebook and Instagram, at Two Natural Sisters. All items that are in stock will be shipped within 24 to 48 hours. As a promotional item, we offer a CD of Black romantic poetry of self-love and coupled love, and 50% discount on Sister Locks, Brother Locks by consultant Sapphire Donetta Mahadi. If you have any questions, you can reach us at customercare@twonaturalsisters.com. Enjoy and happy Kwanzaa.
What's going on? My name is Doe. I am the owner and creator of Madeline Gin. Madeline Gin is best described as a celebratory art experience that exudes hella blackness. Initially, the company was founded to provide a luxurious but affordable art experience, and it's since transformed itself into something a bit more spiritual. By walking in what I believe to be my truth, I've been able to get in contact with my ancestors and use my platform and my art, my gift, to tell their untold stories. I do that by using different textures, by utilizing different mediums, colors, and just making things pop out so that it's open for interpretation. I love, 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 love creating, and I can't wait to be of service to you. Thank you.
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
The Purpose Driven Society is a Black-owned, woman-owned business local to Columbus who creates accessories that have intentional messaging. Our specialty are buttons. Buttons can be worn anywhere, on a shirt, on a book bag, on a hat. The beautiful thing about buttons is that you can change them and switch it up depending on your mood or the day. For election day, we wore a very intentional button. On my book bag, my student's book bag, it says, "You are already intelligent, educate yourself." Buttons are empowering with the messages that we create. Again, we do them very intentionally. At the Purpose Driven Society, we're minding our Black-owned business and hope that you'll help mind ours too by doing business with us. Our buttons go for $3 for one, $5 for two, $7 for three. But if you mention Kwanzaa 2020, we're doing a special where you'll get an assortment of buttons for just $20, and we'll ship anywhere in the country. So again, that's the Purpose Driven Society. We can be reached at thepurposedrivensociety@outlook.com. Send us an email, and we will put together a very intentional bag of buttons for you and ship it straight to your home. Happy Kwanzaa. Thanks for doing business with us.
Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Geometry Journey, see some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. And we'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here.
Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Gianni Journey, and let's build together.
Women, but the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey, the woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is